Ranger. A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty Hi-Yo Silver. The Lone Ranger.
Mineral Wells is about 10 miles from here, Tonto. It's a good place to get supplies. We can say hello to Sheriff Hollister. We haven't seen him since we cleaned out that Bradley gang 3 years ago.
Sheriff Hollister, good man.
If we cut across those hills, we can save ourselves an hour's riding.
Good. It's gold, all right. This looks like plenty rich ore.
Told you, didn't I, Dave? Told you it was a real strike.
Used to be some diggings up here, but everybody figured they was all played out.
Everybody was mistaken.
Wait a minute, Pete. There's only one thing wrong with this.
What?
Your strike is on private property. Part of this land belongs to the Sam Williams Ranch.
Yes, I know that, Dave. But that's why I come to you. I figured you'd know what to do.
There's only one thing to do. Get hold of the land.
That's right, Dave. But you know how to do it. Smart like.
You haven't told anyone else about this?
Of course not. Think I'm a fool?
All right. You better cover up where you were digging. We don't want anybody else running across this.
Oh, you'll see that I get my share all right, won't you, Dave?
Sure thing, Pete. I'm going to see to it right now.
What are we going to do with him now, Dave?
We'll get rid of him. Over there. All right, let's get back into town and see about buying this land.
Yeah, might as well do it nice and legal. No sense rousing suspicion.
You saw a murder, did you? You're home early. You're supposed to be in school.
I know, Grandma. But if I'd been in school, then I couldn't have seen a murder, and I couldn't tell about it.
Seems to me it's another one of your fancy excuses for playing hooky.
Oh, no, Grandma. I seen it.
Saw it, not seen it. If you went to school as you should, you wouldn't make grammatical errors.
What are you doing home from school, young man?
You've been tramping in the woods. Claims you saw a murder.
I did, Pop. Honest.
You sure this isn't another one of your stories, son?
Oh, no, Pop. This is true. 2 men killed another man and then pushed him over a cliff.
Where's all this supposed to have happened?
In that clearing, up by Rimrock. I can show you right where it was.
If you ask me, I think his imagination's working overtime again.
Well, there's one way to find out. Suppose you take me to the scene of the crime.
Sure. I can take you right there.
I warn you, young man. If this is another one of your wild stories, you're in for trouble.
The only bodies you'll find up there are a couple of dead squirrels.
Hello. Look. Old-fashioned squirrel gun. I don't know what it's doing up here.
Well, maybe it'd been here a long time.
Oh, I don't think so. The gun's been too well taken care of.
Kemo Sabe. Blood.
Footprints. Been some sort of a scuffle here.
Something been dragged along here.
That's right, Tonto. Trail leads to that cliff. Come on.
Indeed, Kemo Sabe. Maybe he fall over a cliff.
This man was murdered. Shot in the back.
Oh,
gun been fired lately?
No. This isn't a weapon. This is the kind of a gun a kid would carry.
What we do, Kemo Sabe?
Take the body into town and then notify the sheriff. Do some checking up on our own.
How much farther is this place?
Just a little way, Pop. Right here's where I heard the shot.
Now, come along, then. Let's get this over with.
Pop, think those men might have come back?
I doubt it. I reckon your murderers are a long way from here by now. If there are any such men.
You'll see, Pop. You'll see in a minute. Now you'll see. Now you'll see I'm telling the truth. It's right down there. See? Gee, Pop. It's gone.
Sure, it's gone, because it was never there.
Oh, yes, it was, Pop. Honest.
Yeah, well, I've had enough of this. You come on home.
But, Pop, I saw it. You gotta believe me.
Sure, I believe you. I believe you'd say just about anything to get out of going to school.
But, Pop, I'm telling the truth. Honest.
Sure.
I beg your pardon.
All right, put him up. I've got you covered.
Very well. Consider myself your prisoner. Sheriff Hollister in?
Never mind the sheriff. Hand me your guns one at a time.
Just a little lesson for you, Deputy. Never get careless with an armed man, even when you think you've got him covered. Remember that. You find yourself in a similar situation.
Well, look who's here.
Hello, Sheriff Jim.
Put that gun away, Bud. This man's all right.
And why is he wearing that mask?
Oh, that mask is on our side of the law. What are you doing in these parts?
Tonto and I were headed north. Thought we'd drop in for supplies and sail on.
Sort of an unofficial visit, huh?
Not exactly, Sheriff. We found a body today up in the hills. An old man, shot in the back.
Shot in the back?
How, Sheriff?
Well, Tonto.
Kemo Sabe. Coroner say dead man named Pete Bailey.
Pete Bailey?
Know him?
Sure, he's an old sourdough. Been hanging around here for years. Always thinking he was going to strike it rich.
It's possible he did, Sheriff.
Where'd you find the body?
At the foot of a cliff, about 3 miles out of town.
Is there a burned-out patch nearby?
Why, yes. You know the spot?
Sounds like it's Sam Williams' land. His place is 3 miles from here.
I'd like to look the place over and see what I can find. That is, if you don't mind.
Mine? Darn glad to have you working with us. We better go over and take a look at the body, Bud.
We'll see you later, Sheriff. Come on, Tonto.
How do you know that masked man and the Indian didn't do the killing themselves?
If you knew that man as well as I do, Bud, you wouldn't ask that question.
Now, you stay in here until you made up all that homework that you missed. I'll not have you falling behind in school.
All right.
Take it easy.
Let me go! Let me go!
What's your hurry, son? Where you headed?
I gotta get to town, but you let me go!
You get to town, all right. Now, what's this all about?
Well, I have to see the sheriff. It's important.
I'm a friend of the sheriff's. Why not tell me?
Well, then why are you wearing that mask?
I wear this mask for a good reason. Sometime I'll tell you about it.
What your name, boy?
It's all right, son. We're your friends.
Johnny. Johnny Williams.
That your gun, Johnny?
Yeah! Where'd you find it?
Right where you left it, up in the hills.
Gee, I forgot all about it. Why, I must have dropped it when I...
What you start to say, Johnny?
Nothing.
You saw something in the hills today, Johnny. What was it?
You wouldn't believe me even if I told you.
Maybe we would. Why don't you try us? Was it a killing?
Yeah. 2 men shot another man and then pushed him over a cliff. I seen it. I saw it.
You know these men, Johnny?
It's all right. You can trust Tonto. You know the men?
Well, no, but I know him if I saw him again.
Have you told anyone else about this?
Only my grandma and my pop. But they don't believe me. You believe me, don't you?
Yes, Johnny. We believe you.
You know, I like you. You're okay.
I like you, son.
Are you going to catch those men?
I'm going to try, but I may need your help.
Well, you can count on me.
Fine. Now, you go in the house and stay there until you hear from me. Don't say anything about this to anyone else. All right?
Sure.
Good boy. So long, Johnny.
So Sam Williams' kid saw the killers, huh? Well, at least we got a witness. If we could only catch the men who did it.
We'll get them, Sheriff. This was a cold-blooded murder, and those men must be made to pay. It's the only way to stamp out such killings.
I'm all for that, mister, but we've no idea who the men are.
Why don't we bring the kid into town? See if he can point the men out.
We can't take any chances with these killers. We must not involve the boy until these men are safely behind bars.
Then what are we going to do?
Right now, these men think they're safe. As long as they think that, they won't give themselves away. But suppose they learn there was a witness to the crime. What would they do then?
Them try to kill witness.
Exactly, Tonto. They'd try to kill the witness before he had a chance to identify them.
We make trap, huh? Witness be bait.
That's right. We'll spread the word around these men were seen. When they come for the witness, we'll be waiting for them.
Hold on now. Thought you said you didn't want to involve the boy.
We don't have to, Sheriff. The killers have no way of knowing who saw the crime. It could have been anyone.
Might work at that. Who are we going to use for bait?
Oh, now, wait a minute. I'm a family man, and...
On second thought, Bud's the deputy. The killers might be suspicious if he claimed he saw the crime.
That's right. Might spoil the whole plan.
Seems like an Indian might be most logical.
I think you're right, Sheriff. How about it, Tonto?
Me not mind if it help catch killers.
Good. Now, let's prepare the trap.
I wish I had your luck today.
I haven't needed that money, friend. Got my eye on a little piece of land outside of town. I'll buy it up, get myself a few head of cows, and start ranching.
You mean you're going to make an honest living?
I've got to settle down sometime.
You fellas heard the news?
No, what's up, Lefty?
Old Pete Bailey's been murdered, shot in the back.
Yeah? Who done it?
They don't know yet. Sheriff says an Indian found the body up in the hills and brought it into town. Understand the Indian claims he saw it done.
Indian saw the killing?
That's what he says. Story is he was hiding behind some rocks. Didn't recognize any of the men, though.
Where's the Indian now?
Sheriff's got him hid away somewhere. Guess he's afraid something might happen to him.
I hope they catch those buzzards. Nothing lower than a man who'll shoot another man in the back. I'm in.
Check me in.
Hey, you're walking off with all the winnings.
Any objections?
No, I reckon not.
Come on, then.
What are we going to do, Dave? Pull out of town?
Keep your shirt on. You already said, didn't you? The Indian don't know who we are, and as long as he didn't get a look at us, we're safe.
Yeah, but if we hang around town, he's bound to see us sooner or later.
Not if he's dead, he won't.
The sheriff's got him hid out.
He's got to be somewheres in this town. Look. Now, why do you suppose the deputy's sneaking a tray into that hotel?
Sure, that's where he's got the Indian hid.
You're smart, too, Nab. Suppose you find out what room he's taking that tray into. I'll wait for you inside. Another cup of coffee.
One coming up.
Make it 2.
Right.
That's Trey one in room 5.
Good. The law can't stay with that Indian forever. When they leave, we can see him from the window. Then we'll pay that nosy little Indian a visit.
I hope this plan of yours works.
I hope so, too, Sheriff.
I carried the tray just like you told me.
Good. If the killers are in town, this ought to smoke them out.
When do you think they'll make that play?
Not while you and Bud are still up here. They'll be too smart for that. We'll wait a half hour. Then you and Bud leave by the front entrance. After that, we can hope for some action.
More coffee, gents?
No.
Next cup's free.
I said no.
All right, all right. No need to get sore.
There they go.
A couple of minutes to get back to the office.
Hi, Ed.
Howdy, Sam. How you been?
Oh, we can't complain.
What'll it be?
Coffee, black.
See, you heard the latest?
What's the latest?
Somebody shot old Pete Bailey.
That's so. When this happened?
Oh, yesterday morning, I guess. Injun found the body and brought him in. Says he saw the whole thing.
Well, where's this supposed to have happened?
Hey, come to think about it, must have been up on your land. Way I heard tell about it. The Injun found his body right
This
at the foot.
happened yesterday, you say?
Yeah. What's the matter?
I wonder if the kid could have been telling the truth.
Your boy?
Yeah. He came home yesterday telling the same story. He played hooky from school. I thought he was making up a story to cover himself. Matter of fact, I went up to look for the body and it was gone. Maybe that Indian had just taken it away, huh?
Say, now that's a funny one, ain't it? You reckon the two of them could have seen the murder?
Could be. Anyhow, I sure did wrong by the boy.
Hey, you forgot to pay me. Now, them two fellers is what I call undesirable characters.
Looks like trouble, Dave. There was two of them seen us.
There's something mighty funny about this. All of a sudden, two witnesses popping up. That's stretching things a little far.
No, I don't get it.
I'm kind of suspecting a trap. Kid's father sounded pretty convincing. And I'm beginning to wonder now if the Indian really saw us.
Why would the sheriff say he did?
Maybe he figured we'd get scared and show our hands.
Think we'll pull up stakes, Dave?
No, that'd be a dead giveaway.
What are we gonna do?
Find out if that Indian's telling the truth. I know a way to settle that question fast. Come on, hotel.
What are you planning, Dave?
We're gonna walk right into their trap. We're gonna let that Indian recognize us if he can. If he looks scared, it means he knows us. Then we let him have it. If he don't, let's leave the rest to me.
This may be it. Watch yourself.
What you want?
I'm looking for a Mr. Brown.
No Mr. Brown here.
You suppose I got the wrong room? By golly, I did. Sorry to have bothered you, partner.
Don't happen to know where Mr. Brown is, do you?
Me not know Mr. Brown.
Thanks, just the same. So long.
Those men were a little too smooth. They may be the ones we're after.
Me think so, too.
You wait here. Don't let anyone in that door. I'm going to see the sheriff.
That proves it. It was a trap. Even a dumb Indian would have given some sign if he'd seen us before.
Well, what about the kid? He must have seen us.
I'm going to take care of him right now.
If the Lone Ranger had it figured out right, something should have happened by now.
Maybe we ought to go back to the hotel.
Something's wrong, Sheriff. I don't know what it is, but there are a couple of men in town who...
Howdy, Sheriff. Can I talk to you for a minute?
Well, what do you want, Sam? I'm kind of busy right now.
It's about Pete Bailey and that Indian. I thought I ought to tell you that my kid tells the same story.
I know, Sam. Your boy was telling the truth.
Were you talking to somebody about this?
Who's that?
The sheriff will vouch for me.
You bet I will.
Who were you talking to?
Well, just Ed Wallace, the fellow that runs the cafe.
Was anyone else there?
Well, yeah, there were a couple of fellas sitting there at the counter.
Where's Johnny now?
Why, you should just about be getting home from school. Why, is something wrong?
Kid ought to be home from school any minute now. Get here. Come on.
Hey, you with the mask. Now get this. We've got the kid and we're coming in. So don't make any move, or the kid gets it. Understand?
You'll never get away with this.
Think not? I don't know who you are, mister, but you can drop your guns and face the wall. Now you're going to get just what we gave old Pete.
Let me go!
You two all right?
Sure, we won.
Best fight I've been in since your father and I crossed the plains.
Grab hold of that critter, Bud, and don't let him get away. I've been trying to get the goods on these boys for some time. I'm much obliged to you.
There's one more thing, Sheriff. Tonto and I went back to the clearing yesterday, Mr. Williams. If you'll dig around where old Pete was killed, you'll find something mighty interesting. Gold.
Gold? Sure. Old Pete must have discovered gold on your land and then was fool enough to tell these hombres about it. That explains why they shot him.
You might have a hard time proving that, Sheriff.
Oh, no, we won't. You forget, we've got a star witness.
And when I grow up, I'm going to wear a mask just like my friend. Hey, he's gone.
Sure. Johnny, he's done what he set out to do.
But won't I ever get to see him again?
You might if you ever need him. You see, he's the Lone Ranger.
I'll